Whenever I speak to live audiences and ask them about any internal trait they want more of, the answer is always the same. Everybody wants more confidence, more self-esteem, and a healthier self-image. Problem is, many people go about acquiring confidence in the wrong way, and they think that it's something that they need to perform or something that they need to just think about a certain way, then eventually they'll get there. When the truth is, confidence is just discipline in disguise. Discipline creates confidence. Challenge that many people have with this understanding is that since everybody wants confidence, and you know the discipline is what produces it, the problem is that nobody wants discipline. Many people run away from discipline or lack the discipline that they know they need to have, which is why many people don't have confidence, even though they very much want to have it. So let me help you figure out how you can go about acquiring this discipline. First of all, you cannot think your way into confidence. You cannot think your way into confidence. You cannot book read your way into confidence. You cannot TikTok video your way into confidence. You cannot, what's the other thing? Motivational speech or YouTube watch your way into confidence. In order to build confidence, you must actually do some things that lead to that confidence. Let me tell you what that is. Point number 2, when you consistently do challenging things, even when you don't feel like doing them, which is one of a few definitions of the word discipline, doing the things you know you need to do, even when you don't feel like doing them, even when it's challenging to get it done, or just doing hard things simply. When you do this consistently, you build character and you start to shift your identity. Again, this is not just something that you do. You shift your identity to the person who does go to the gym 5 or 6 days a week and does a rough workout, even though you know it's going to be hard, even though you know you're going to hate it in the middle of the workout, you do it anyway. That becomes part of your identity, who you are as a person, not just something that you do. When you get up every morning when the alarm goes off, instead of sleeping another 15 minutes hitting the snooze button, when you get on your computer and you make those follow-up emails, or you do those calls, or you knock on those doors like you're supposed to every day, even though you don't feel like it, even though you know there's going to be some parts of it that you really don't like, that shifts your identity and you become the type of person who does those things. You're not just a person who did that thing. Do you understand that difference? That's a shift in identity. That becomes part of who you are, which means you don't have to think about it. You just do it automatically. Which leads to point number 3, the presence that people feel from you, if you have any presence. All it is your discipline just made visible. Any person you come across who has a very strong presence, they have very strong discipline. And that discipline is just what you are seeing. What you call presence is actually their discipline, all combined into one signal, and you call it presence. Anytime you come across people who are very confident, they're usually also very disciplined. The most disciplined people are the most confident people, and the most confident people are the most disciplined people when it's true confidence. I'm not talking about this performative, made-for-TV nonsense that you see a lot of people doing out here. I'm talking about real confidence that doesn't have to be spoken, posted about, or announced on the internet. That true confidence comes from real discipline. Real discipline is what creates real presence, and that's what people feel coming off of you. If you want to have this type of presence, this type of energy, this type of discipline and confidence, click the link in my profile, join my mastermind, work on your game.